guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. Granna is having a fabulous day. I'm not going to keep you too long, but it is kitchen talk time with Granna, so we just going to hop on in here and get this on out the way. Y'all know I really hadn't been following Love and Marriage Huntsville or DC too much lately. I know for the last month I really hadn't been watching it because especially Love and Marriage Huntsville, it had gotten so toxic, and it was just like the same thing over and over. You know, you had everybody wanting to attack Mel. Everybody talking about Mel was causing their marriage, and you know, and everything was Mel's fault. And then, you know, Wanda was just out there throwing her negativity all over the place, just all up in everybody's face, calling these women bees, and it was just too much going on. So I took a break. So I did watch it last weekend or so ago. I did watch it when the guys took their trip to Atlanta. I did watch it, and it was okay. Like I said, the guys went to Atlanta for Martell's wine tasting, and I still don't understand why he just didn't do that here in Huntsville, because, you know, a lot of his fan base is going to be here at Huntsville, unless he planned on relocating to Atlanta. And of course, you want your wine or your business to get out there and become, you know, known in multiple states or worldwide or whatever. But I think that, you know, he would have did just as good having it here in Huntsville. But that's not here or there, whatever. You know, he did do it in Atlanta. All the guys did go. You know, they seemed like they was on so good behavior, you know. Marceau definitely seemed like he was a little bit more relaxed. At first, it seemed like they was all on the bus a little tense, like they didn't know what to expect. But, you know, Martell's manager, Malika, I think that's her name, she had rented this big old mansion, beautiful mansion, for them to stay at while they was over there for the weekend. And she, when they got there, she already had some ladies there to do their little pre-wine tasting. And I feel like that was really wasn't called for, because the ladies that was there seemed like they really didn't know too much about wine, tasting the wine or anything like that. But she had those ladies there, and they did a little pre-wine testing and all that. And one or two of the ladies made their little comment about the wine and stuff. And so then the guys went to this smash place where they get to smash up everything, take their frustration out. And you guys saw the previews and saw the show. You know, Lewis wanted to take his frustration out because he's sexually frustrated. And they, you know, all the guys beating up the stuff in there and everything. And then they, you know, they ended up going to the script club and all that. So, you know, that was pretty much about it. I don't think they really showed anything else. I think they showed a little small clip where Melanie met up with Kimmy, and Kimmy's still trying to figure out why Melanie and Destiny not friends and all this whole kind of stuff. I mean, need to just stop beating that horse and just let it go and die. Just leave it alone. Tiffany, they showed a little bit of her, you know, just talking about her trip, you know, looking for her dad and stuff like that. Like I said, it just really wasn't too much going on. I mean, I'm glad that Wanda wasn't in any scenes that I saw on that episode and everything. But I think the show, everybody is pretty much fighting to make themselves balanced and still trying to focus on stuff that happened years ago before they even got the TV show. And the main thing, you know, like I said, still trying to figure out what's going on. Are they trying to be, you know, why Melanie not talking to Tiffany, or why, I mean, not Tiffany, but Destiny, or why Melanie not close with Tisha and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. You know, like I said before, my little one viewing probably ain't gonna hurt the rating too much. But, you know, just my opinion, the show definitely has taken a downward drive. It's not, as to me, as popular as it was when it first season when it came on. And even in the first season, of course, we could see it. We could see what was going to happen because everything was focused on Mel and Martell going through their divorce and him cheating and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, the blueprint was laid out right there of what's going to happen. That, you know, that was the end of him and Mel would be doing her thing and he would be doing his thing, and everybody else was going to be trying to fit in there and make sure they keeping their spot and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Love and Marriage DC. I don't really, it's basically kind of boring too. It's not that interesting. You know, you got Monique. She's the star, I guess, of the show, since she's the one that Carlo reached out to put together. And, you know, she's trying to play peacemaker between the other two ladies, the other three ladies. You know, you got your main ladies, you got Ashley and Quick, and you got Raina and her husband, Jamie. And now you got Winter on there. And, you know, Monique is trying to play peacemaker between Ashley and Raina and Winter. And mostly Ashley. I think her and Winter is definitely bumped heads the most. So they're trying to, you know, Monique's want to be the peacemaker. And she's, you know, she kind of put her foot off in her mouth when she had got back from her trip from Africa and talking to Winter, and then she runs back to Ashley and them trying to, you know, relay what Winter has said or figure out this, that, nothing, and the third, and put her foot in it. So then she had to, you know, she had to come back and pull them together and you know, and try to figure out what did she say wrong, or what did she interpret it the wrong way, or said it the wrong way, and all this kind of stuff. But it's just not, you know, and I know a lot of Monique's, from what I see from previews and all this kind of stuff, a lot of hers is going to be based on what's going on with her and Chris and their marriage and all this and that. It's just not, it's really not holding my attention. And my attention on these nights that that Love and Marriage come on Saturday nights, I am moving more over towards excuse me, I don't know, just like The Last Alaskans and you know, different stories, shows on the historical channel and stuff like that, because it's just not, it's not there, you know. And then Carlos King has his nightcap. It's not interesting to me either. I mean, I like the episode he had with the former housewives of Atlanta. You know, he had Kim Kodak, he had Sheree, he had Lisa Wolf, it had Deshaun Smith, is that her name? Deshaun had them on there from the first Atlanta housewife, and that was okay. You know, that show was okay. But the past one, he had Ashley and Quick on there, and he had Tiffany on there from Love and Marriage and Huntsville and Love and Marriage DC. But I don't know, they're just not holding my attention. And like I said, my little rating viewing is probably not going to change the rating on either one of the episode Love and Marriage Huntsville or Love and Marriage DC. But that's just my opinion. I'm just not really into it anymore. Like I said, I really think when it came to Huntsville, I really wanted to pour all that support in there and be there and watch them weekly and everything. But when all that stuff was going down with Wanda and she just out here being ratchet and just loose mouth, saying all this negative stuff and calling these women's all name, and for her to not be a main character and she was being allowed to do all that, that kind of turned me away from the show. In the way I see, you know, Carlos is willing to do whatever to get his ratings. And okay, get your money. But to allow this woman that is a mother to one of the cast members, and she should be more mature, but to allow her to come in and act the way that she acted and talk the way she talked to these other cast members and all this kind of stuff like it's her show or something, it's I just didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it at all. So like I said, that's why it's been several weeks since I watched it. And then, but then, you know, after all that had went off, I saw that Judge Matthew Judge Mathis has a show, a reality show. I guess everybody's doing reality. So I was like, let me see what the judge talking about. And it's basically based around his family, uh, Family Matters, Judge Mathis Family Matters. And it shows his, I think he has 3 kids. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, maybe it's 4. Maybe he got 2 girls and 2 boys. 4 kids and his wife, Linda, she's beautiful. His kids are beautiful and handsome and everything. His little grandbabies and everything. And it basically just around his, talking about his show. So I enjoyed, seeing the family part of a reality show. So I watched it and it was really funny and it was good. It was good. I give the judge a thumbs up for his show. Now I have also watched the Bobby Brown Every Little Step. I've checked him out a couple of times. And this time, he had a show years ago with him and Whitney just being Bobby. Years ago he was still married to Whitney Houston. And that show was just all over the place and craziness because they were doing some crazy stuff on that show. But on this show, Every Little Step, he's basically started off by being accountable for everything that has happened in his life with his drugs, his drinking, and, him and Whitney, what they had went through. He talked about all that. And he talked about, how he had already known his wife like years, even before him and Whitney had gotten together. He knew his wife. And, she was up there when he got married to Whitney and all this kind of stuff. They had always been great friends. And, always had been apart, kept in touch with each other. So, he talked about the death of Christina. He talked about the death of his son, little Bobby, and where he's at now with his kids. His daughter had her wedding on his show. And his other son, London, is a big part of his 3 younger kids he got with his wife now. And he just talked about, his family, his upbringing and all that, and how it's a constant battle for him every day, Bobby Brown, for him to work on his sorority. He's trying to stay, he was an alcoholic and he's trying to work on that. And the drug thing, I think he's got it under control, but the alcohol is a daily thing. He's taking the breathing thing, blowing into it, the everyday and all this kind of stuff. So I enjoyed the couple of episodes I have seen of his show because it's more positive and it's basically taking you through his journey. It's taking you from where he was over 10, 15 years ago to where he's gotten to now and the journey he's had to go through to get to where he's at, It's talking about him and his group and getting back out there, doing concerts and all this kind of stuff. So I enjoyed that, So if you haven't checked out Bobby Brown's show, Every Little Step, check it out. If you haven't checked out Judge Mathis' show, Family Matters, check it out. Because these are like family shows. And I haven't seen anything negative, especially on Bobby's, because I've watched several of his episodes. This was the first episode of the Judge Mathis show that I watched, but I don't think the judge is going to let it be any negativity because he is a judge and he ain't about to get out there and be looking crazy. Crazy on a reality show. I mean, we'll see a different side of him than we did on the judge show, but I think it's going to be a good family show to watch together. All right, guys, that's all I got about entertainment tonight. Hey, if you still big into Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage DC, go ahead, show your support, do what you do. Yeah, but this is my opinion on all these shows, okay? And I'm about to get ready and get out of here. Before I go, don't forget to go back, share my video, show me some love, and hit that subscribe button. And guys, just have a great day and just be kind to everybody you come in contact with, okay? I'm gonna check you guys out next time around.